Welcome to Highlight My Town. I'm Dan Edson with Home Connection Team KC, and today we're at the Raymore Historical Society here in Raymore, located at 103 South Washington Street here in Raymore, and I'm here with Renee Kerckhoff, the president of the Raymore Historical Society. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
Great. So this museum here in Raymore recently opened last year in the springtime, I understand.
Opened in May of last year.
Great, and tell us a little bit about how the museum came to be here in Raymore, if you would.
I will. We started in 1994. A few members of the community were very concerned about preserving the history of Raymore, so they started the Raymore Historical Society, and we started with nothing. And as time went on, the Cullen family was very kind to us and let us stay in the basement of the funeral home, and we just outgrew it and needed to find our own space. So in 2017, we purchased this building. It's a 1937 house that we've done some major remodeling on, made our museum out of. And through a period of about 3 or 4 years, we were finally able to open in May of 2021.
Renee, you were telling me that every room here in the museum has a theme. Tell us about that.
When we moved over to this location, we decided that we wanted to make it more interesting and gather all of the artifacts that we could display in similar areas. So we have rooms that are dedicated to the city of Raymore. We have one dedicated to the schools. We have an area that's dedicated to Main Street, so old businesses and things that were on Washington Street at the time, which was Raymore's Main Street. We have kitchen items, we have games. We have an area with war displays, some uniforms. We have a gas mask from World War II and various other items. And then we have a room called Women's World, and it's got everything and anything that we ladies like to look at. Jewelry, baby clothes, clothing, hats, sewing machines. So that's this building. The second building has church information. It's got community organizations, and it's got information on the city, including the fire and the police departments.
So a little bit of everything here at the museum.
Yes, and then there's a little bit of other stuff kind of sprinkled here and there throughout. Something for everyone.
Renee, tell us a little bit about local history here in Raymore, maybe some history that local residents might not know about.
Well, the city of Raymore was named after a Mr. Ray and a Mr. Moore, who joined together to start this area in 1872. One of our earliest merchants was T.B. Hanna, and that's why we have the T.B. Hanna Station Park with the ice rink. So a lot of people don't realize that it's actually named after a real person.
Tell me about some of the most interesting artifacts that you have here at the museum.
Well, I mentioned the military. We have uniforms from almost every war that we've had all the way up to Vietnam. So we've got that. We've got the gas mask from World War I. We've got a Grand Army of the Republic flag dated back to the early 1900s, I believe, but it's very impressive. It's a very prized possession of ours. We have feed sack quilts and feed sack dresses for the ladies to check out. And then we've got a lot of information on the schools and yearbooks dating way back. So if anyone ever wants to come and look at some yearbooks, we can accommodate them as well.
All the way back to the single schoolhouses.
Pretty much, yes.
Renee, tell me how residents can get involved here at the Raymore Historical Society.
Well, the first thing is we do have a meeting the second Tuesday of every month, and the topic of that meeting is published on Facebook, and we put it in the local papers as well. We get a lot of people come and speak. And then we do some work days. If anyone wants to come and help us out, volunteer, we'll gladly take your name and get you on the list and have you help us out. We'd like to be open more, but we need volunteers. So if we can get more volunteers, we'll have that. And of course, we take contributions. So everything and anything we can do to keep this going. We have archived over 100,000 items, and it takes a lot to take care of those items.
Renee, there truly is a lot to see here at the museum, and I wanted to thank you for letting us come out and highlight the museum today. And I want to encourage the community to come out and support this museum and come check out all the historical information here at the museum and all the artifacts they have. So thanks again.
You're welcome, and if they want to get in touch with us, they can find us at raymorehistoricalmuseum.org.
Great.